Hey guys, welcome back. This is Imam Tariq and you are watching my YouTube channel Needs to Know. Today I'm here with the new videos as you saw on the screen. This is regarding the waterproofing of concrete structure with applied membrane and emulsion system. And this video will cover the purpose of waterproofing, different types of waterproofing through membrane system, and also what are the membrane waterproofing systems, what are the component of that system, and then we have to go for the application procedure, how we will apply the waterproofing to membrane system, and then important quality control point at site, purely from site to implement properly. So before starting the video, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you can get my updated videos. So let's start with the waterproofing. What is waterproofing? Actually, the purpose of waterproofing is to protect the concrete from ingress of water, because when water ingress occurred, it corrode the concrete, it crack and spell the concrete, and consequently it reduce the lifespan of the structure and uh, increase the risk of the collapse of the structure. And another very important uh, benefit of waterproofing is it protect the concrete from aggressive environment, like water and soil always carry have water and soil carries harmful agents, depend on the areas, like chloride and sulfate. So what does these chloride and sulfate did with the concrete? It deteriorate the concrete, it affect the durability of concrete, and it's reaches to the reinforcement, and then erode the corrode and erode the reinforcement, which also leads to the durability issues in the concrete structure and increase the risk of collapse. So going toward the types of the waterproofing, this video is specifically for the membrane applied waterproofing system. So we have three types here. The first one is the bituminous membrane torch applied. Torch applied mean we use heat to melt the surface and then stick to the substrate of the concrete. So it is made from modified bitumen. We use to apply heat to apply this membrane, and usually come in the rolls of width of 1 meter. And then another is bituminous membrane, which is self. So the another one is the bituminous membrane, which is self-adhesive. At such type of uh, membrane have pre-coated adhesive, and when we remove the sticker and directly stick to the substrate, so it not required any heat or torch to apply it. And it's usually come in the rolls of various widths, depend on different manufacturer. And the third one is the liquid applied membrane. This membrane we apply with the brush, it's the form of the liquid, and when we apply it, it forms a seamless rubber-like layer on the structure to make it waterproof. Usually, the liquid applied membrane we are using where we have the low aggressive environment, and we are not directly in contact with the water table. And the other two methods we usually use in the high aggressive environments. So now go to the next slide, the main components of membrane system and uses. So what are the components we use? What is the waterproofing system? Uh, so these are three steps which is involved and which create this system of waterproofing. The first one is the primer. Primer we apply on this concrete substrate, and it improves the bonding between the membrane layer and the concrete. And another one is the membrane layer, which is the main waterproof barrier. And third one is the protection layer. Protection layer usually for horizontal areas we use a screed, and for vertical area we use protection boards, which is also a bituminous layer. And where we are using these waterproofing system, we are using the roof slab, basement and retaining walls, bathrooms and wet areas, wet tanks, podium and terraces. Almost every area we can apply such type of waterproofings, depends on our requirement. Go to the next slide where we discuss the application steps, how we will apply. So to the picture I will also show you. So the first step is self-preparation, cleaning and leveling. First, if we have PCC or a foundation, we have to properly do the grinding, remove all the sharp edges. If there is any nails or rebars, we have to remove properly cut, so to avoid puncture to the membrane, waterproofing membrane, because if there is any puncture, this point will be a weak point for the waterproof water ingress to the structure. And the second step is the primer application. After the surface preparation is okay, then we need to clean the dust and apply the primer. This is the picture for the primer application when it is wet. Then when it is dry, it looks like this. So we have to wait for the membrane to dry. Usually this time given by the manufacturer, that how much we need to wait for the primer before starting the membrane. So the third layer is membrane application. So you can see in this picture we have to torch. This is the actual example of the torch applied membrane. So what we did, we apply the heat on the surface of the membrane, and then it stick to the uh, substrate of the concrete. For the self-adhesive membrane, we need to remove the sticker, and also the same we can stick to the substrate. Both are same, but in one we apply torch, and for other we no need to apply, we just stick it with the on pre coated adhesive. And the last one is the protection screeder layer. So what we did, we when we complete waterproof membrane, for horizontal area we did the screed, and for vertical area we apply the protection board. So this is the application steps. I believe you understand. Now next topic is the site implementation quality control. This is very important topic in this video. So I will go for all the points where we need to take care at the site. So the first one is the implementation of the proper lap area provision before PCC casting. So if we have, so this mean that the proper lap mean when we have any PCC, I will give you an example here. If we have any PCC and we have foundation till this area, so what we need to do, we have to leave some more PCC to properly provide the lap during foundation. This red line is our foundation boundaries, tentative I show. So the length should be more than that, around 20 to 25 centi, so we can have enough area to provide the lap to the waterproofing. Okay, go back. Next one is the surface preparation. Surface preparation also for the same picture. This is a surface preparation we have to do for all the area, and make it clear from the sharp edges, nails, and any reinforcement traces over there to avoid any puncture to the membrane. And third point is the primer application. When we complete the surface preparation, we have to go for the primer application. In this picture you can see the primer is applied end to end of the PCC, and when the primer get dry as per the manufacturer recommendation, then we will start membrane application. You can see in this picture we are applying the membrane, and we have to complete from end to end on the PCC. Why? Because this extra area will be left to the foundation in waterproofing and later stage. So go back to the main slide that after membrane application we have to take care of these different types like vertical lap, horizontal lap, provision of felt, and reinforced layer of uh, at the corner. So this I will show you through some pictures. See, when we complete the waterproofing membrane, and when we are applying, we complete the primer and we are starting application of the membrane, we have to provide the lap, horizontal lap and vertical lap, as I show in the slide. We need to take care. This is actually horizontal lap. One membrane we have to lap, another lap. There, this some manufacturer also show that this area to be lapped, usually 10 centi, but it depends on the manufacturer. So we have to provide this. So this is actually the horizontal lap. Vertical lap is when we terminate this one roll, like for example this roll finish this area, and then we have to start another roll. In such cases this is called a vertical lap, and usually we provide 15 centi, but it also depends on the manufacturer, whatever they provide in their data sheet we have to follow that one for horizontal lap and vertical lap. So next one was which point, uh, we have protection screed layer. Protection screed layer I will show you through this example. You can see here this is the PCC, and we complete the waterproofing, and we have this provide the level marks for the screed casting. So we have to do the screed end to end. Why? Because when we do the foundation, for example, uh, oh, let me show on the pen. This is our foundation boundary. Sorry, I'll show you here. This will be our I'm sorry, it's not going straight, but to show to you that, for example, this is the corner of a foundation. This area will be free from our foundation. This is only because why this will be for the lap. So when we complete the full screed, why? Because when we do the foundation reinforcement work, this uh, lap area should not be damaged with the reinforcement or the workers. That's why we need to complete this area with the screed. And once the foundation completed, we have to do what? We have to show this example. When the foundation completed, then we have to break this uh, extra screed and make a chamfer at the corner here to make it a smooth transition of waterproofing membrane from foundation to the lean and lap. So this way we can do, and this picture you can see. For example, this is the PCC first layer. Then we have foundation casting, and then we have to provide the fillet. After fillet, we have to provide the reinforcement step first, lap to the old waterproofing membrane, and then the foundation. Then we have to provide the full layer of waterproofing after the primer application on the foundation and terminate to this one area. Let me go to the laser again. So this way we can protect our foundation from the water ingress and complete a proper termination of the waterproofing. This point you can see, this is called termination of the waterproofing. We make a groove in the structure. This is usually above the big filling level, and when we make the groove, we terminate our membrane here in this area, and then it fill it with the sealants, and then followed by the fleshing. Fleshing is the cover. This is just for a good look. So this is all about waterproofing application. You can see the picture from the side also. So like this, you can see this is the membrane. Now this is horizontal area, this is vertical area. In this area now we need to provide the protection board. This one area we need to provide the screed. So in this picture you can see at the top we provide the screed, and this area is a protection board, and this again horizontal area also protected with the screed or mortar of enough thickness, so to protect this damage or puncturing of the waterproofing membrane during big filling work in this area. So these are the some very important point from the site where we need to take care during construction activities. uh, Waterproofing shall be properly protected from any puncture and damage to make it to make our site or our structure fully protected from the side and ingress of water or any aggressive environment like water and sulfate and chloride from water and the soils. That's all about my video. If you have any question related to waterproofing or any clarification you need, you can comment me. Thank you so much for watching my video. Allah Hafiz.